You know, one of the most important functions to understand are the logical functions, and it has quite a number of formulas, all right? But I'll be focusing on the two most commonly used logical function, which are COUNTIF and the IF function. If you understand this, you are laying a foundation, then you'll be able to understand more logical functions from here. All right, let's go into it. So we have here a scenario. So we're going to call Jewel. We're going to say Jewel is planning her wedding anniversary. All right. So maybe let's say it's 10 years through after the wedding, and Jewel decide to plan her wedding anniversary. All right. So she's going to do a very good, a very big event. And these are the guests she's considering to invite. So Sipo, Mike, Naomi, Goom, Zanele, Brian, David, Kyla. All right. So these are their details. All right. These are their respective ages and gender. All right. Then we want to know, should Jewel go ahead and invite these guests that she has listed down? And also, they have also given us a list of the people that have actually RSVP the invitation. So should Jewel go ahead and invite them? All right. Okay, let's say they haven't invited. Let's say this is after party. Should Jewel go ahead and invite them after party? So let's just talk about the after party. Because the party is done, after party now, should Jewel go ahead? Now, the condition of the after party is that after party is that only invite a person above 25. So this is the condition of the after party. Okay. So we're looking at this after party. These are the conditions that we want for any person who wants to come to the after party. That will be the condition for them to actually come. All right. So I've just decided, okay, I've just used the used the insert function. I wanted to use the shape. Okay, so to come to the after party, a person must be above 25 years. That is the condition that we have laid down, and this is our scenario. Now let's go back here. We've got COUNTIF that you want to work with, and the if function. I want to start with if function. Now, when do I use if function? All right, or what is the if function? What if function does is it returns one value if the specified logical test, which we just told you guys, the logical test here is the condition is that invite a person that is above 25 years. Okay, so it returns one value if the specified logical test evaluates to be true, and another value if the specified logical test evaluates to be false. So the only function or formula that I can actually get two answers, right, is the if function. Right, in the if function, depending on the condition that I've given, I can get one answer or I can get another. One answer will give me, will be if the condition is true, that condition I've stated. If it's true, it will give me one answer. If the condition is not true, it will give me another answer. So it depends on what it means there. Okay, I'm basing a condition and depends on the data it meets there. If the data it meets there agrees with my condition, I get one answer. If it disagrees, I get another answer. So I've got two possible answers. I can get two possible answers from the if function. Guys, if function is very, very important. Okay, if you really want to understand Excel, please understand if. From there, you'll be able to build. There is more that comes after if, but you have to understand if. It's more like the foundational logical function. All right. And so basically that's what if is all about. Then COUNTIF. Now we're going to look at COUNTIF. COUNTIF, this function counts the number of sales within a range that meets a single criteria as specified by you. All right, here I want to count, but I'm placing my count on a criteria. Let's say I want to count people with the name Sipo. How many people have the name Sipo? So my criteria is Sipo. Sipo is my criteria. It's gonna go and count and look for every person who's named Sipo, and it will give me the number of people that are named Sipo. All right, so that's what a COUNTIF function does. So it's one of the easier functions to do. COUNTIF is different from count. Count just counts what you have given. All right, so if you say select the item, then it just counts for you. COUNTIF, there is a criteria that I'm following that I need to get right. Okay, so let us now apply this scenario to what we have just explained. So I'm gonna come here, invite invite a person to an after party only if they are above 25 years old. So I'm going to create a condition. Right, so first of all, I understand I'm using if because if can give me either the answer invite or don't invite. Okay, that's what I want as an answer. So equals to if open bracket. Please check out the function is always. You always start with an equal sign. Then the next thing after your equal sign is the name of the function. Then it's an open bracket. Okay, so it's always like that. Now, once you do that, Excel already gives you how the formula should be. You can see here, it's already telling me how the formula should be. What is my logical test? My condition is based on the age. Okay, so I'm going to use somebody's age, right? So let's say if this E78, where my first age is, I'm going to use this as my condition. If this age is more than, so I'm going to use greater than, if this age is greater than 25, all right? If it's greater than 25, comma, what do I want the answer? If this condition is true, I want them to say invite. Now, invite is a word, so I'm going to put them in quotation mark or inverted commas, right? Because I'm introducing it. So I'm going to say invite if it is true, then comma. Value if false, I'm going to say don't invite. I want it to say don't invite if it's false, if the condition is not true. And after that, I close my bracket. Okay, then enter. Right, as you can see, the answer says don't invite. Why is it saying so? Because my condition says if the age is greater than 25, invite. If the age is less than 25, don't invite. All right, so there are two ways to do this. All right, first of all, let me do the first one. So it says don't invite. Why? Because this person is 19 years old and therefore they don't meet the condition, therefore the other answer. All right, so I'm going to drag this down. I'm going to drag this. All right, voila, there we go. So let's test it. 19, don't invite, it's less than 25. 36 is more than 25, therefore invite. 29 and 37 are more than 25, therefore invite. 25. Now, did I say equals to or more? Here it says above, so it is more. This is 25. My condition is it must be more than 25. That's why it says don't invite. If I had said equals to or more, then it would have included the 25 as well. Okay, so pay attention to that. Then 30, 31, of course, is more, invite, and 23 and 21 is less, so don't invite. All right, makes sense, right? Now, there's other ways I could have done. I could have done this negatively, the other way around, okay? I could have said, instead of saying, my condition should be above 25, the age should be above 25, I could have said it this way. I could have said equals to if, the other way around, né? If my age, I take the age way up basic, if this age is either equals to or less than, all right, 25, you see how I'm changing it? If this is less than 25, so I'm doing it the other way around, the negative side of it. If it's less than this age, all right, don't invite. Otherwise, invite. If it's not true according to this, then invite. So it's the same thing, but I'm saying it the other way around. Okay. So first start with less than, then equal. Right. Right. So you see, it gives me the same answer. There we go. It gives me the same answer, although I've done it the opposite angle of it. All right. So that's how it's done. So that's another way of doing it. So if can be done in two different ways. All right. So that's my if. All right, guys. Practice makes perfect. So try different examples, try different scenarios, and then you get your if. The most important thing here is to get the condition right. Once the condition is right, every other thing that follows is just falls into place. Okay. So you need to know what is my base. All right, what is your base? Like in this case, my base is age, so I'm working with age because now condition has to do with age. All right, so always pay attention to that. Then let's go to count if. So we've got different things that we can get to practice the count if. All right, for example, how many male guests does Jewel wish to invite? Okay, So I want to look at male guests. How many male guests do they want to invite? So I'm basing this on gender. So equals to, first of all, select the criteria. Before everything, let me put my function count if. I use count if counting with a condition, with a criteria. Then select my range. I'm dealing from this to here. That is my range has been selected. Then comma. How many? I want to count how many of these people are male. So I'm going to write male with inverted commas. And close and enter. All right, so it goes on to count for me how many male. Let's test it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Voila. There we go. And then next one, it says, how many female guests does Jewel wish to invite? This is basically just the same, but now it's the female version. So equals to count if, open brackets, I select the range that I want to work with, and then comma, what is the criteria? The criteria here is female. Close my bracket and enter. All right, so there are 3 females and 5 males. All right, then we go here. How many guests are 21 years old? So here I'm basing this on age. All right, so equals to count if, open bracket, I select my age, my range of the age, and I want 21. And close 21. And then close. All right, how many people are 21 years old? It's only one person, so it gives me 1. It counts for me. Then the last one, how many guests have RSVP'd already? So I am going to go here. Now, if they RSVP here, they'll say yes. If not, they'll say no. Instead of me saying RSVP, I would use yes or no. All right, so then I'm going to say equals to count if, open brackets. All right, my range is there. There's my range, comma. People that have RSVP'd will say yes, so I'll put a yes there and close my bracket and enter. Okay, let's test this. How many people said yes? 1, 2, 3, 4. And voila, guys, this is very easy, as you can see. But as it gets into the data, sometimes it may be a little bit tricky, but then it is not. It's very easy. Trust me. Super easy. All right, guys. Thank you very much for staying up to this long. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you understand how to use your logical function from now. Guys, remember, if you really want to know Excel, you must understand how to use logical function. From there, you're going to build, especially from what I've given you, you're going to build on top of this. But this understanding needs to open first. All right. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching our videos. Please do like our videos. Comment, tell us what we can improve. Tell us, suggest videos that we can do for you. Please share the links with your families, share the links with your friends, hit the notification button to get more videos that comes out, to be the first to watch our videos. And of course, subscribe. Also advise others to subscribe. Keep talking about us, make noise about Accounting with Naomi, because we are here for you. See you on the next video. Bye.